Hello, Tim Berry here. I just wanted to come and do a real quick little follow-up on the video that I produced. It's actually been 6 months ago that had to do with how to put a blueberry plant in a container. Now, here's the thing. If you read the description of all of that, it actually says in there how to put a blueberry plant in a container and have it thrive. And then a little bit further down, if you keep reading, it says how to successfully put a blueberry plant in a container. I had always planned on putting some kind of a follow-up with all of this, but I kind of got pressured. I've been amazed at the number of people who have watched this video. But I will tell you, there's one person in there that I think's a troublemaker, and it's a message that I got from Joseph just the other day. He kind of cut to the quick on this. He goes, "Hey, how's that plant doing, by the way?" But there are some other questions that come through from time to time. One of the questions that I get is, do you think a plant is better off in the container, or do you think it's better off in the ground? That plant that I put in the pot was actually part of a group of about 200 plants. Many of them were transplanted into larger pots, but a lot of them were actually put into the field. So I've got that same group of plants that we can look at and go, let's see what they look like in the pot and let's see what they look like in the ground. It's important that we know what that blueberry is supposed to be doing right now. They are putting on blueberries. Now I'm talking about the legacy. That's the one that I put in the pot. There are a couple of things that we want to look at on the plant right this minute. One, we're going to see a few flowers. We're going to see some berries, but here's one of the other things that really is important. When springtime came around and that plant came out of its dormancy and started losing those red leaves, those beautiful leaves that they turn in the fall, new green leaves started coming out, and we've got little shoots that are just starting to show themselves. So if you look at the plant right this minute, you're going to see a plant that's a little bit bushier than it was 6 months ago when I put it in the pot. Now, the answer to that question, how is this plant doing compared to its brothers and sisters that were put out into the field at basically the same time this one was put into a container? Well, here we go. I think if you look at them, you'll see that they're just a little bit ahead of the plant in the container, but that's fine. Also, when you look at them, you'll see that they're still about the same size. As with any grouping of plants, you're going to have some that are bigger and some that are smaller. And that's actually a side note here, that when we go to take cuttings, we get them from the bigger plants and the plants that are producing the most berries. The plant that's in the container pretty much falls right in the middle of the group of plants that are in the field as far as size-wise. It's bigger than some, and it's a little bit smaller than others. But the number of berries that it's putting out right now is pretty much about the same, although the berries in the pot seem to be about a week behind the ones in the field. So I'll let you be the judge, Joseph. This video is for you. Do you think we've been successful? It's looking that way. At least ways there's not a dead stick on the video for me to show you. I'm like anybody else. I like watching videos, and I like watching what videos that other people have put out that have to do with growing plants and doing all kinds of things that I'm interested in. One of the things that I've always noticed is they always say something like, don't forget to subscribe. And I always thought, well, that's a little annoying that they start that right in the middle or right at the beginning of the video. But now I understand what's going on. It's because they've got a lot of people watching, and if they get enough subscribers, guess what? You know all this nice stuff I say about Miracle-Gro? Well, I'm not getting paid for that. I really use the stuff. If I get enough subscribers, I'm calling Miracle-Gro and I'm going, hey, you guys need to watch one of my videos. It's towards the end of April here, and in the next few weeks I'm going to be opening up the field to pick blueberries in addition to the blueberry plants that we sell. If for any reason you're ever in the Nichols, South Carolina area, there's a little place called Myrtle Beach that you're probably a little more familiar with. Just send me an email, tim@berriesusa.com, and I'll make sure and have the field ready for you, and you can come by and take a look. I would love to see you.